I've already talked a lot about problems with sustainability and our conceptualization of sustainability in the past. So I won't talk too long about this. If you want, you can go to this YouTube link. It's quite an interesting video that explains exponential growth. Now, when we think about exponential growth, we think about maybe fast growth. Well, exponential growth doesn't have to be fast. Exponential refers to an accumulation of growth. Think for a moment about the accumulation of outputs, something like greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The greenhouse gases that are accumulating in the atmosphere, they have that component of being exponential because they accumulate. They don't just go in and out quickly. They accumulate within the atmosphere, so we get an accumulation of impacts from that accumulation of greenhouse gases. So this is an accumulation of outputs. We can also think of exponential growth in terms of accumulation of inputs. So in our current system, we must always be growing. In order to maintain our current system, we need to grow. So that's a little sobering if you think about it. For me to just, say, maintain my current standard of living, my economic system needs to grow. The outputs need to grow. So the economy is always growing, but we don't necessarily even see this in terms of growth economically for, the average individual. So exponential growth means an accumulation of growth. So that in turn means we are always needing more and more and more inputs from our environment in order to maintain this unlimited growth. And of course, we don't have that. Any system can only replenish itself at whatever rate it can replenish itself. So this idea of exponential growth is quite sobering when we think of it in terms of what is expected from the resources of our environments. So this is quite an interesting little YouTube video. You're welcome to take a look at it. And I love this quote because this is true. In our current economic theory, we are dependent upon a commitment to infinite economic growth, which itself is value-laden, unscientific, demonstrably unsustainable commitment, if there ever was one. What a great quote. Yeah, so it seems very self-evident, but I've spoken to people in the past who are very committed to this idea of unlimited growth, and they'll often say that it's sustainable growth, but exponential, unlimited growth is not sustainable on a finite planet.